Hi, it's Dr. Kimarie, and I want to talk today about the way we can create balance in our lives. One of the things that has been big on my mind is a lot of the projects that I've had that I've been working on through the years. I love working with clients. I teach empowerment and inspiration. I get inspired with new concepts and way of saying things. Therefore, I've written an online program. I have a manual. I have tools and practices that are mine. And I have several book ideas or books that I have started and not completed because I've kind of lost the direction of it, or maybe it wasn't time or whatever. You work on it for a long time and then you get tired of writing. It's a lot of work. And I realized this year in 2025, it's just been a wake-up year for me because there's been a lot of loss, a lot of deaths this year of people who were significant parts of my life. So it's really waking me up to say, wow, you know what, how much time do we have? Not that I'm afraid of dying or anything like that, but really, like, what if none of my stuff got out there? So I've been putting a lot of energy into the completion of these projects, and I have 4 in particular. 4 books that I've been working on, and that, you know, just they're all in the end stages, but something has kind of pulled me away or distracted me. And then I feel bad, and then I, you know, beat myself up for it rather than give myself grace. And so what I've been doing is just balancing that, like leaning into the energy that I can do today, right? Leaning into, maybe I don't feel like doing illustrations. I've been painting illustrations for a children's book that I have that I had done the illustrations years ago, and I just didn't, I don't know, I had made it so big in my head. And it's a lot of work, but it's also fun. So it's just really giving myself the grace and to balance them out, like to work on a little bit of here, a little bit there, a little bit here, rather than thinking that I need to do it all from start to finish or I'm failing. So there's creating balance. There's creating a balance even in our relationships. I noticed that in some ways, I've given so much of my energy towards certain situations that there wasn't that reciprocation. And it's not from a place of keeping score at all. It's just from a place of really meeting one another and feeding. There has to be some kind of an energy exchange. That's why, like, even in business, a lot of times when you do a trade, it can go well or not, right? Like you give your end of the bargain and then that might not come back to you. So it's just creating the balance. So for me, one, I think it is so important not to keep score, like to whatever you do for someone else, that you do it from a place of healthy detachment, no expectations, and give it wholeheartedly. But then, you know, if it isn't returned, just paying attention to that, like maybe the value isn't there for both people. You know, again, it's bigger picture. It's not in every moment, but bigger picture. You know, where are we investing our time and our energy? Is it helping us to grow? Is it helping us to flourish? Is it on our path? And, you know, and it's just creating the balance of staying on our path. Right? It's so important because that allows us to stay playful. That allows us to feel celebrated. That allows us to feel nourished. It allows us to feel purposeful. You know, I want to know that my investment in energy is paying off. Right? That it's not an intrusion, you know, that maybe I'm giving over here and that's not really what the other person wants, you know? So it's letting go of certain situations that aren't reciprocal as well, that aren't fueling one another, right? If they're not fueling and nourishing one another, then it's probably something we need to step back from and to see how it does on its own, right? So I've been doing that this year. I've just been spending a little more time going, okay, you know what, that one continually feels like a little bit of a wall. So I'm just going to back up and collect my energy and balance it out within myself, because no one can do that for me. No one can create my feelings. No one can, can fill my cup. I have to do that for myself. And I have to make sure that I'm investing my energy in a way that is bringing me joy. So just to turn that back around to my projects, yes, you have to be kind to yourself. You have to give yourself grace. You have to be able to realize that you can't do it all in a day. When I looked at how much that I've done this year, I was like, wow, that's a lot, versus beating myself up because this isn't done or that isn't done. You know, that it's all about the journey. It is not about the destination. So every part of it has been beautiful. Even the delays in a lot of the work that I'm doing is important too, because there are key elements that I've needed to continue learning before publishing them, right? Before publishing certain things. So it's trusting that, but it's staying in balance within yourself. It's staying in balance within your energy, and it's knowing what to invest in and what to where to step back and just fill your own cup. That's my message for today. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you. And please check out my YouTube channels, Dr. Kimarie or Kimarie Mashinga 1111 on YouTube. Please subscribe. Please leave me a message if this inspires you. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.